I'm Sandy Thompson, President of BPW USA. It is my pleasure to address you on behalf of the United States on the topic, The Future of BPW, the BPW We Want. The United States Federation, formed July 15, 1919, turned 101 this year. Obviously, there have been a lot of changes since Dr. Lena Madison Phillips, Gail Laughlin, and others began BPW. Our desire is to keep building on our great foundation and be at the forefront of changes in today's environment and technologies. We would like to see a more diverse organization, to be more inclusive, and to be a leader in the empowerment of women. Membership is always a goal, and we want to find members from the younger women to the older women. According to our mission statement, we want to develop the professional potential of women on all levels through education, advocacy, mentoring, networking, skill building, and economic empowerment programs, thereby providing real value to our members. We believe that to expand our legislative advocacy commitment at the local, state, and federal levels will give us greater influence. We also think that to grow and expand our partnerships with other like-minded organizations will be to our benefit. We want to help our members grow and develop their leadership skills, not just for the organization, but for their work and home life. To this end, the USA has been updating the Individual Development Program to Lifelong Leadership and Learning. It has many modules that can be done individually or as a complete training course. All forms of communication are vital, as it is necessary that we engage our members and inform them of what is happening with our organization at all levels. This COVID time has in some ways brought us closer together. Even though we cannot meet in person, in the United States, we have a weekly Zoom meeting that any member can attend. We have gotten to know our sisters across the country and become more engaged with them. Thank you.
The BPW Want is an organization where all the members can work together to reach common goals, despite their country of origin, their BPW region, and, most important for me, their age. I would like to have a BPW where young and senior members don't have to be separated, but naturally mixed up in a concrete equal cooperation. I would love that in the future we wouldn't have the need to allocate specific positions to young members, but that every member was allowed to hold all the positions with no bias. I want a BPW organized in an horizontal way, not with fixed hierarchies. I would like to have a BPW where members can easily take the lead to carry out projects and initiatives. I want a BPW where each member, not only the respective representatives, is committed to advocate to realize a future where there will be no more discrimination, but only equal rights for all the women of the globe. I dream a BPW that is obliged to change its mission and its goals, because they have been all reached. Thank you.
As a BPW member with a passion for the economic empowerment of women and girls, I look forward to ushering in a new and improved BPW International. For me, this means an organization that has well-defined, easy to understand and execute policies and procedures, which enables unambiguous compliance and guarantees success. I look forward to an organization that's focused on its mission and allows its leadership to mobilize, motivate, and inspire the entire membership. One that is agile and therefore can easily adapt to the ever-changing environment in which it operates, including being digitally savvy and forward-thinking. I look forward to an organization that is built on people-centricity, professional leadership, humility, honesty, integrity, respect, kindness, and a readiness to serve. One that is diverse in its approach, including how it raises and utilizes its funds and funding sources. An organization that is willing and open to constantly engage and listen to its members from around the globe and embrace the diversity they afford. I eagerly look forward to doing my part in ensuring that BPW International continuously ascends to excellence by unrelentingly raising the bar.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline. I'm a member of BPW in Australia. I live in Melbourne and I joined BPW in 2012. The BPW I want is an organisation that is impactful, empowering and representative, with members who are committed, connected and courageous. It's an organisation where we can connect on many levels. Personally, where every member gets the opportunity to learn and share and grow, no matter what stage of her career she's at. On a local level, where our clubs are engaged with the needs of the members and the community that they're a part of, and can represent that at the city, council or state level. Nationally, where the club views can inform policy submissions to national or federal governments, and internationally, where those affiliates can take learnings across countries to international forums and improve policies to improve the working lives of women across the planet. I want a BPW where we all lead, but where our elected leaders are still able to speak to and for all members, truly reflecting the worldwide community of talent that we are. A BPW which collaborates with other women's organisations, but is still seen as a leader in the field of women at work. A BPW which truly shares and learns across all generations of women, which collaborates and celebrates and capitalises on the membership of business and professional women in our clubs, where our clubs are seen as the source of our strength. The BPW I want knows and values its own history and is able to share a vision of the future based on that history. That's the BPW I want.
The future of BPW. I have 3 points that I find very important. Number 1, we should continue to work towards gender equality, but also with a particular focus on age, generation, as well as race and ethnic group and men, because we can really only achieve change when we all work together. The second point that I find very important for the future of BPW is clear and transparent lines of communication. And I mean also with the help of digitalization, not only for online meetings or for webinars, but also to create a digital base of the profiles of all our members so that we know what talent and what skills we have within the organization. And I would find it very good if there were also some means made available to that end. The third, and for me, the most important point, because I am the chair of the Task Force Leadership and Lifelong Learning, concerns leadership. I think in a future BPW, everybody who has a leadership role in BPW should be a role model of good leadership. That means clear communication, commitment. It means all the skills that you need to motivate volunteers. It means to transport the values and the visions of BPW, and also to represent BPW in a professional manner to the outside world. So these are my 3 points. Continue to work towards gender equality, clear communication with the help of digital means, and number 3, every leader should be a leadership role model. I would like to end with Gandhi, who said, "The future depends on what you do now." So let's get started.
My name is Iguehi Adetiba. I'm a chartered accountant in practice, a member of BPW Lagos, Nigeria. The BPW we want. The mission statement says it all. Develop women in all aspects through advocacy and projects. Establish women rights and empowerment. BPW that is recognized all over the world as a body to go to for women affairs. But for me in particular, BPW in the educational and training sector. The average girl child, given the opportunity of being educated, excels. So I want to see BPW in the forefront of growing potential business and professional women by making educational opportunities available to the girl child. Secondly, women of today in the developing world have the zeal to be economically empowered, but their constraints is funding. I want to see the BPW making funds available by collaborating with institutions and organizations that are fund providers and managers.
The future of the International Federation of Business and Professional Women is what we will make of it together. The future of BPW should build on the past and emerge from a continuous dialogue between history and present challenges, between the elder and younger generations. We should be proud to belong to such a great network with a long experience as an international NGO and a long-standing reputation for its advocacy for women's equal rights across the regions. We should capitalize on our experience in advocacy and strengthen our leadership for gender equality in the social, economic, and political arenas at the highest levels. BPW's increased ability to gather synergies and mobilize our federations and clubs across cultures, as well as other NGOs globally, will highly benefit girls' education, women's empowerment and leadership, for a sustainable development and a better future for the next generations. We should value mutual understanding, inclusion, equity, diversity, solidarity, and accountability, while being aligned with the United Nations and its fundamental humanitarian mission to work together in partnership for the achievements of the global goals for the common good and for peace. Thank you.
This is Francesca Burack, President of BPW New York City. The BPW that I envision for the future is one that fully implements our mission statement, which is to develop the business, professional, and leadership potential of women on all levels through education, advocacy, networking, mentoring, skill building, and economic empowerment programs and projects. A BPW where each and every member feels valued, appreciated, and included, where we focus on each member's talents and gifts that they want to contribute to the organization and not their age. I envision a BPW where collaboration happens between clubs, inside federations, across federations, regions, and around the world, so that best practices can be shared and innovative ideas implemented. I believe in collaboration and partnerships outside the organization with business organizations, with ITC, Global Compact, ILO, and other business women's organizations and other international women's organizations. The BPW I envision will be very transparent, open communication, and the sharing of financial data and information frequently. I see a BPW with a very strong leader, a leader who believes in collaboration and in teamwork. But not only does she believe in that, she also models that behavior, and she inspires each and every one of us to live our best lives. That's the BPW I envision. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Otoha, and I am the immediate past Young BPW representative for Asia Pacific, and also I am the chair of Organization Committee of BPW Japan. My vision of BPW is to be the organization that's taking full advantage of our amazing diversity. I think we can be the organization with stronger and broader connection amongst our members. regardless of your geographical location and your industry or your age. We can become the go-to organization for the woman to learn how to be the leading personnel in this globalizing community. I fully believe these are achievable goals as long as we utilize the amazing resources we have, our sisters. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hellen Swales and I'm the immediate past president for Business and Professional Women in New Zealand. And I want to share with you what the future looking BPW would look like for me. It would be the respected voice for women and girls on all platforms, globally, nationally, and at club level, benchmarking the new norm for businesses, being innovative in the way we communicate and get messages out to the business, our membership, and to world leaders. We would be the change makers when negotiating and influencing great outcomes for women and girls. I would also like to see a better and more frequent communication with the membership that has a two-way flow of information from top down and bottom up. If nothing else, COVID-19 has shown us that we can be more connected, transcend borders, and that the virtual platform has become a commonplace for dialogue for civil society. We need to embrace the new norm and look at creative ways to deliver better outcomes for our membership. Let's do educational online training, webinars, seminars, unleashing our membership's potential towards a journey of empowerment, capacity building, mentoring, and professional development. Advocacy, support our UN representatives, work more closely with UN Women and other partners and governments for a better, improved status for women. Be the voice of women in business, negotiate better trade access, enhance and support entrepreneurial business opportunities by mentoring and nurturing these qualities. BPW needs to seize this opportunity to embrace a new norm, which is a digital platform to create, innovate, and improve our visibility globally as a voice for women on all platforms. Let's be BPW, Women of the Future.
From Italy, I'm Cristina Gorajski Visconti, serving as international representative to FAO in Rome, where special concern is given to strategic objectives, eradication of poverty, food insecurity, and malnutrition in first place, enabling a more inclusive and efficient agricultural and food security system at all levels. The global enemy, coronavirus COVID-19, created a global disruption after decades of what was considered progress. From March 2020, all over the world, and also for BPW activities, a sudden change of perspective has turned into an accelerator for connections and communications through the new digital platforms. We have been able to multiply opportunities to connect virtually with other BPW members around the continents. Virtual meetings among representatives of countries with different situations but identical worries have been a strong solidarity experience for many of us and also for managing the use of technology. At the same time, virtual consultations at higher institutional level help public and economic representatives to be aware of what people think and hope for the future, all united in this difficult time of pandemic. BPW clubs and federations are also involved in cooperation with local and national institutions. The future of BPW will be bright through the presence of empowered women engaged in projects, programs, conferences, exhibitions, and active contribution promoting real change in governance politics, where inclusion and equitable access can be the real innovation for sustainable development. Best wishes to BPW International in its 90th anniversary. The future is in the heart of empowered women. Join us.
I'm Linda Davis, President of BPW Canada for 2018 to 2020. The Canadian Federation of Business and Professional Women is celebrating 90 years of sisterhood in Canada. We are committed to building strong and stable communities. We promote a just and equal society where decisions are made in true partnership, based on mutual respect and shared commitment for a more balanced and peaceful world. At BPW Canada, we encourage our members to learn about all forms of injustice in our society and work to eliminate them through awareness and action. We urge government to create positive change through leadership, and we support those changes locally in our communities through awareness. BPW in Canada remains a place for women to share their experiences, enjoy the support of their sisters, and work to change the world for a more just, equal, and sustainable future for everyone. BPW Canada stands united in these goals with our BPW sisters around the world.
When I think of my vision on BPW, it comes to my mind the image of indigenous communities in our South American countries, some of which have survived for centuries. Why? Well, they have in common a few guidelines, such as they follow 3 rules in Quechua, Amaquilla, Amashua, Amayuya. In English, do not lie, do not steal, and do not be idle. In our organization, it means that members need to have clear rules and respect them, but also ethics and values. They commit to the community. Each member has a role and plays it well in order to survive, older and younger alike. For our organization to reach its true meaning and fulfill its mission, we need to commit, each one of us. We are all important, and when our time comes, we need to pass the baton to the younger members. The elders carry the history of the community and ensure the continuity. As such, they are very much revered. In our organization, it is necessary to listen to our elders because they institutionalize our leadership. Without them, we would need to reinvent BPW every time. Finally, yet importantly, we are women fighting to defend women's rights, and we should try not to fight against each other. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lisa Fong. I'm the current president of BPW Hong Kong, a member of the International Board, and a young BPW member. I envision the future of BPW to be an indisputable force in the forefront of advocating for women's rights. I believe that we'll continue our good work with the United Nations, different governments, the public, the private sector, as well as local organizations in order to move this forward. We'll continue this based on our purpose of being, our heritage, and the role that we play in the community. I also envision BPW to be on the forefront of the technological evolution. We'll be using new technology, new ways to communicate, in order to facilitate our cross-cultural and cross-border synergies between our affiliates all around the world. And last but not least, I believe that young BPW will be the future force and power for a sustainable BPW. I envision that in the future, we will have a lot more young BPW members, and they will be sharing a lot of their own stories. They will be inspiring us, and be leading the future of BPW.
Hi, my name's Carol Hanlon. I'm the State President of BPW in Western Australia, and I would like to share my vision and insights into BPW for you. BPW is entering a new era. We've come full circle. 100 years ago, the Spanish flu pandemic hit the world and hit women's lives very hard. Now the global COVID-19 pandemic is hitting women in their employment, in their business, their families and communities. So BPW can step up and be an active role in raising their voice and advocacy of the needs of women, what they will need to come through this pandemic and regroup. My vision for BPW is to be much more visual through all global communication networks to both its own membership, decision makers, and the wider community around the world. Drive the policy, drive the projects, and be the go-to organization for those that want to connect with women to make a difference. My wish list also includes increased opportunities for members to connect with grassroots NGOs making a difference for women's lives, to create BPW member experiences, BPW Airbnb, BPW interns, BPW project tourism, BPW social media flash mobs. Create an online BPW online shop portal for clubs to assist grassroots women to get their product out to the global market. Create a global sponsorship campaign to raise the funds for BPW to be more visual. And for those that wish to support our BPW Business Incubator online training and mentoring, please connect with me if you wish to be involved. All the best for the future of BPW and the new vision.
Hello, I'm Bessie Hironimus, BPW International Executive Secretary and a member of BPW USA. My vision for BPW and what I expect of it is to be the leading advocate for today's working women. BPW stands for Building Powerful Women, an organization that supports and empowers working women around the world. It supports women in leadership, entrepreneurs, executives, as well as those starting their new careers or own a small business. It empowers women to reach their full potential through leadership training, career enhancement, strong networking, and full participation. I envision a strong and caring leadership whose work is built around the needs of the members, being inclusive, transparent, and accountable. An organization built around member value and always at the forefront. A pioneer that keeps up with the times. We have now been impacted by a tremendous change in our lives, and we must adjust. We have a new normal, and we must react by being proactive. BPW, an organization where all working women want to belong, because we are the best.
My name is Anu Viks. I am the past president of BPW Estonia. My future BPW is the leading women organization, and we are asked to participate in all the worldwide organizations to be the opinion leaders. My future BPW is for the financial empowerment of women, for women to be financially independent. My future BPW is for the digital and technical education of girls, especially girls on equal with boys, to participate in the future workforce. My future BPW is that women want to become the members of BPW and want to be in the company of like-minded people. And my future BPW is for business and the professional life, and to share experiences. So my future BPW is for the leadership and for financial independence, and for the digital education for girls. Thank you.
Business professional women, 90 years of women empowerment history. I'm able to visualize our founding sisters' achievement, their passion, their beliefs. They were able to inspire us. They supported us. They reinforced the belief that each of us, each single person, might make the difference. I can feel their expectations, the sense of responsibilities they would like to recognize in each worldwide club member. Today, I miss their great capability to see through the difficulties and show us the way, the inspiring model. We need each other more than ever, now. The worldwide pandemic is giving us the opportunity to understand that we have to find new ways to act as one. We need to create a horizontal leadership network to overcome single weaknesses and difficulties. We have to reinforce the sense of our common fights for better employment opportunities, respect for all our different social responsibilities. We need a sustainable social economic program which could take in account education requirements for everybody. We need to avoid to let women behind. Every person needs to stay in line. Women are called to take care, but we need to share this responsibility if we want to contribute also as game changer from an economical and political standpoint. As BPW, we need to recognize that we have to create a new renaissance. Let's focus on building a stronger members' contribution call to action, because each of us needs to feel the value to change, to become a change maker. Thank you.
I'm Sina Mogis, and I'm the representative of BPW Maidens Turkey, in which Yücel Özeran is the president. In Turkey, BPW was established in 2006 by Dr. Arzu Özyol in Ankara. She was the vice president of BPW International between 2014 to 2017. And at the moment, she is an honorary member of our club. In our club, we have our values. Most of all, we have our team vision. We're working together. We're respecting each other's opinions. And from older to younger ones, we respect each other's thoughts and each other's point of views. And I believe this is the most important criteria that differs us from other clubs, that we're working all together in an equal way by supporting each other. In another club, for instance, during the pandemic, each of us started to have webinars on the topic that we're specialized. For instance, one of our members, Melis, who's an actor and a makeup artist, had a webinar on the reasons why women does makeup, or do we really need the makeup? It was actually a great start to show everyone our capabilities and combine this with our BPW work. And in fact, that became a touchstone for our all future team works. And we believe during the next 5 years, we will have more and more young people in our club who will be sharing the same values as what we are having right now. And we want to show that we're better together when we're acting together. And definitely we can do greater projects if we can all raise our voice and discuss our ideas. And lastly, of course, we believe for every woman to have the same opportunity to achieve her potential and participate in and contribute to all aspects of life. And we're hoping to achieve this by organizing some projects during the next 5 years. And of course, asking to have some funds which can help us to reach this vision. I want to say thank you, and I'm happy to be part of this BPW family.
Hello, my name is Chantal Fraser. I live and work in the Bay of Quinte region in Ontario, Canada, on the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe peoples. I'm a military veteran, entrepreneur, wife, and mother. I joined BPW in 2007 to be part of an organization that has a positive impact on the lives of women and girls around the world. I envision the BPW of the future as an international community of women who advocate for a better world for women and girls at the global, country, and local community levels. I envision BPW as an inclusive community of women of all abilities, ages, backgrounds, cultures, and languages. I believe that great ideas can come from all generations, and that all our members have the ability to lead, no matter what their age, language, or country of origin. I envision members of the BPW community learning from each other, celebrating each other's successes, and encouraging our sisters from around the globe to thrive. I believe we must learn from our rich history and embrace new ways of doing things. I believe that we should explore using online resources such as Mighty Networks to connect our members to each other, both virtually and in real life. I believe that we must collaborate with people of all genders as we advocate for a world where future generations can thrive. I'd be honored if you helped make this vision for the future of BPW a reality. Thank you.
Congratulations to BPW International in its 90th anniversary. I'm glad to be part of this great family. My dear sisters around the globe, let us join our forces to keep fighting to achieve real equality. We have to break the gaps, use this crisis to change the world. It's time for female revolution. More than ever, it's time for women. As society leaders, we have to use our role to empower young women in the new generation equality. We have a long way to go to achieve real equality, but let us not allow this crisis to take us one step back. Equality will only be possible in a sustainable world, thinking in a green future, a future with values and respect. BPW Spain, with ECOSOC consultative status and member of Spain Global Compact, is working hard to promote the integration of the sustainability in the core of our members' companies. These include, for example, the promotion of renewable energies and energy efficiency, the commitment to local products, or the creation of partnerships with other key factors. More than ever, we promote Spain and our economy and companies. That way, we promote our network and our associates.
The BPW I Want embraces the knowledge, youth and wisdom brings to the table, acknowledging we all have skills to grow our organisation using the many platforms that are available to us. It is an organisation everyone wants to be part of because of its diversity. It challenges us to fight for change. It provides a safe place for us to learn leadership and governance skills while also adding value to our lives as we meet with like-minded people around the world. The BPW I Want works in collaboration with men and other NGOs to continue the work that was started 90 years ago to advocate for the better lives of women and girls around the world. Communication, collaboration, and community are the key to growing the BPW I Want.
The future of BPW is exciting and dynamic as we are on the precipice of a new era, an era defined by unprecedented disruptions as we've seen the last few months through the COVID-19 pandemic, and exciting transformations, which will be led by the need for innovation, technology, collaboration, and global unity. As BPW sisters, we must come together to support one another, uplift one another, and mentor one another, so that we can be stronger, more resilient business and professional women, and BPW can continue to move forward as the leading global organization for business and professional women. To my BPW sisters, I hope that you're all well and safe. How blessed we are to have technology which allows us to be able to come together while staying apart. Until I can see you all soon, God bless, take care, and be well.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ann Hilty, founding president of BPW Hong Kong and a co-facilitator of this Leadership in BPW webinar series, along with Dr. Yasmin Darwich, our immediate past international president. We want to thank these 23 inspiring and visionary contributors to this video, our leaders around the world, some of them, we have many leaders, of course, for sharing their thoughts and their ideas for the future of this organization that we love. We know that you watching this video have your vision as well. And we also know that as members of BPW, we share a great deal of commonality in our vision for our organization, or common ground from which to work, as well as diversity from which to grow. So we hope that you've appreciated this video and that it has stimulated your own thinking for the future of our organization. As to my own vision, I'd like to contribute that as well. And one of the factors that's the most important to me is youth leadership and the empowerment and central placement of our younger members within our organization, not as an ancillary program, but as a central focus. I think this is the only way our organization can actually be sustainable, and they certainly have much to contribute. Another that is keenly important to me is digital technology, and that BPW, building on its roots, move fully into the 21st century and utilize these wonderful tools that can expand our capabilities and our interaction with one another exponentially. A third area that's keenly important to me is communication, and that actually crosses over into the digital realm as well, but that we have free and easy and transparent communication with one another, and the type that includes cultural differences and includes our other diversities and includes intergenerational understanding and is, generally speaking, inclusive. So those are 3 key points for me. And I hope that this video has been really as meaningful to you as it has been to all of us.